All right, all right, all right. Welcome to Morning Motivation. Wake up and win Morning Motivation powered by CTR Media Network. I am your host, Dr. Tina J. Today, to help you kickstart your day, kickstart your morning to excellence. Yes, 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 and yes. You know how we do it. I want you to go ahead and share this video out. Like, follow, share, drop a comment in the comment section, and subscribe depending on what platform that you are on. If you are new to Wake Up and Win Morning Motivation Podcast by CTR Media Network, this podcast is just simply about helping you to build a mindset of positivity, to give you actionable steps. You may have goals to start a TV show, a podcast, become an entrepreneur, or maybe you just work a traditional 9-to-5 job and you want to build certain skills. Okay, this information that we speak about is multifaceted and can be applied to multiple situations in your life. And I give sometimes real raw, relevant content on different things that I have experienced in my plight as an entrepreneur, as a person, as a mom, as a businesswoman, as a community leader, and the list goes on, right? So having those real healthy conversations, number one. So like I said before, go ahead and like this video, comment, share, at least out with one person, and subscribe. Today's topic of discussion is mastery. We have mastery, the key to sustain success. So we have been talking about success. This is basically a success building show. How can you build your level of success? How can you build what is important to you? And so we have been speaking a lot about success, but now we're going to talk about how you can sustain it once you have achieved it, because many times you hit that plateau where you hit the ceiling, the glass ceiling. You have reached all the goals, you wrote the vision out, you made it plain, you hit it, but now how do you sustain it? All right. And so just first of all, before we even jump into it, I want you to understand that greatness isn't about what you do once. It's about what you do consistently at a higher level over and over again. And true masters never stop learning. They never stop refining their skills, and they never stop improving. So first of all, you need to understand that yes, you may have wrote it out, made it plain, and you have these goals and these visions for yourself in order to be successful in whatever you decide that you want to be successful in. But it should never stop once you reach that particular last milestone. You should expand, refine, grow, and improve. So what are 5 tips that I'm going to leave for you guys on today? For those of you who have mastered this and now you hit that plateau and you're like, okay, what is next? How can I sustain it? The number one thing is you need to commit to lifelong learning. All successful people, we understand that we don't know everything. We understand that, yes, we may have a gift, skill, and talent. However, we need to improve on that based upon what's going on in our current marketplace to make ourselves resourceful and keep us relevant, understanding that we need to consistently be a sponge, soaking in information, learning information, challenging ourselves so that we can get better. Yes, so that we can get better and maintain our status in whatever relative position that we are in. So you should never stop learning. Number 2, you need to repeat until perfect. You know, nothing is perfect. Let's just say this, but get it as close as you can to it. And then repetition is the key, because with anything, repetition helps you build the mastery. It helps you refine your skills on a daily basis. Podcasting is one of those things that consistently evolve over time. Podcasting is trending, which means that I'm not just a podcaster. I am a media marketing strategist that use podcasting and TV streaming and media as a focal point in order to maximize your visibility and how to build credibility, influence in your niche market, creating the atmosphere for you to be the go-to to solve the problems of the people of which you are here to service on this earth. So it's all about the visibility. It's all about the influence. It's all about making a lasting impression that will sustain a maximum return on your impact that will surpass your lifespan. That is what I do. Okay? That is what I do in a nutshell. But with that being said, I know that it's new technologies. I know there's different things that I have to stay abreast on in order to help the people that I'm here to service. So you have to work on your skills every single day. Number 3, you need to develop patience with the process. When we go into different projects, when we go into different arenas, sometimes we have the expectation that, okay, based upon our experience, the knowledge, the know-how, that this should take me X amount of time. And then when you go into it, you realize, it's going to take more time. We need to learn, especially once you reach that level of plateau of success, you want to keep that high speed momentum. But you have to understand that there's different peaks, different paces, different positioning of success. So sometimes something may be quick, you can get done quick, and sometimes things have to take a longer amount of time. You need to develop patience, because mastery in itself is not a race. It is a journey, and it's not something that can be achieved overnight or maintained overnight. It's something that will take, let me just be honest with you, true mastery take a lifetime. You will always, no matter how great you are, no matter how good you are at something, you will always have to work on it. If you are an entrepreneur, there is never a moment where you can stay idle. There is never a moment where you can be content with the knowledge, the know-how that you currently have. You have to discipline yourself to know that it's a process that you're going to have to continuously work on every single day, no matter how good you are. Number 4, you need to surround yourself with other masters of things. For example, you need to learn from those who's already at the top. So in my industry, media, visibility, podcasting, TV streaming, being an influencer, I surround myself with people who are better than me all the time. And it is because they have already reached a level that I am currently getting ready to take. Okay. And I'm like, okay, I need to learn from the people who have already paved the way. Number 1. Number 2, learn from people who have done what I am trying to do, or what I am adding on to what I'm already doing. And it's a humbling experience, because you are not the go-to, which means it's less stress on you. I love going in rooms. That's why I love podcasting. Podcasting actually opens up a amazing world of networking and learning and bringing people together to talk about multiple different topics, right? Depending on what you want to do. The interviews that we have coming up for CTR Media Network TV, let me tell you, you need to watch it. I am so excited about the new direction of CTR Media Network with these incredible interviews. And when I say that you are going to have help in every aspect of your life, whether it's personal, business, entrepreneurship, career driven, whatever the case may be, podcasting, TV, when I tell you that CTR Media Network TV interviews are the bomb.com, the guests that we have coming through, OMG. You guys need to download the app, because we just had Aber on, Dr. Aber, and the tips and strategies that he gave me real time on the interview about mastering your mind and how to do it. Okay, you guys need to really watch that episode. You can download the app today and watch it, because if you need a mindset shift, you definitely need it. And we have some upcoming episodes that's going to help you guys with growing your podcast, stop making nickels and dimes, and start really getting these corporate deals. And we're going to be talking about a lot of different things. So make sure to download the app, CTR Media Network app, so you can watch CTR Media Network TV. show, and it's right up on the career and the entrepreneurship and career development TV channel, because it is amazing. I had some great times interviewing people that are better than me in different things. Okay. And some of them are in the same industry that I'm in. And I recognize that, hey, let me bring on some people that's doing the thing and doing it even better than me. How about that? And we're going to chop it up, have us a good conversation, and we're going to help our viewing and listening audience be able to maximize their skills 10 times quicker, because now you have myself and also other people who are really mastering, like myself, in what we are doing. And we're giving you these tips and strategies so that you can avoid, unnecessary things. So surrounding yourself, like I said, with people who are masters at what they do, who are at the top of their game. Number 5, you need to teach others. One thing that I learned is that the better you are at something, you should always make sure that you start teaching that something. Okay. So as a homeschooling mom, well, now I am a retired homeschool mom because my baby graduated last year, my last child. But as a veteran homeschooling mom, now I have helped thousands of people over the years. However, one thing that helped me to get even better with my mastery and to sustain my level of success and what I do in education is that I had to teach it. It's something about you knowing the information, living the information, then teaching the information that keeps you sharp, in the know, and help you hone in on your skill even better. Teaching others. If you teach it, you truly understand it. If you are doing anything and you cannot teach it, then guess what? You haven't mastered it yet. Because only people who have mastered a certain skill can teach it. There's a lot of people that can do things, but they can't teach it. You need to develop the skill to be able to teach what you do. And then that is an indicator that you have mastered it. It's certain things that I can do and I can do very well. But guess what? I can't teach it. Number 1, I don't have the confidence to teach it. Number 2, I have no desire to teach it. And number 3, it's not what I do. It's not what I lead with. Like graphics and graphic design. I can do it, but teach a class on it, that's not my thing. But give me podcasting and homeschooling, hunty, and TV and visibility, hunty. That's what I do. And I can teach it in my sleep with no practice needed. I can wake up out my sleep and do it. So in order for you to truly master what you do, you have to have the ability to be able to teach it. If you are uncomfortable in whatever you say that you do, that is your unique gift, and you can't teach it, then you have not mastered it. And that is one of the key things that will help you sustain your success. You have to be able to be totally abreast with whatever it is that you do, being able to teach it, being able to learn, understanding that you have to consistently be a learner. Let me give you a quote. And this actually comes from Aristotle. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. So you need to develop the habit of working and exemplifying excellence. And then you just need to rinse and repeat it over and over and over. There's a scripture that I want to share with you at Proverbs 22:29. It says, do you see a man skilled in his work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before obscure men. What does that mean? If you are a man or woman that is skilled in your work is going to precede you, and it is going to open doors for you to get into places that your skill has made way for you, that your talent has made way for you, that your name is being spoken of, because now they say, wait, you want to know about visibility dealing with podcasting and TV or homeschooling? You need to talk to Dr. Tina, or you need to talk to Coach. It just depends on when you met me. Some people call me Coach T, but But if you have not mastered what it is that you do, you're not going to be before kings or high elite people. You're going to be before other people that cannot help you go any further than what you have already become. And so develop your skill, hone into your skill, practice the process of being patient. Every level has different speeds of which it's going to be completed. And that's one thing I had to learn, because I like to get things done. I don't like to be wasting time or feel like I'm wasting time. I like to, boom, go from one task to the other, check it off, move on, keep it moving. But I had to understand that every task, everything is not going to be according to my timetable. It's going to be according to God's timetable. And his timetable is not necessarily aligned with what I feel is the time stamp, the deadline should be. Because it's some things that you have to learn as you are immersed in a certain task or process that is going to develop skills in you that you will not normally have had not the process been extended. I think about things like that all the time, where some things take a short period of time versus some things taking a long period of time, and what I actually learned from the longness of a particular project or a particular process. Okay. And so if you want to, because many of you have already reached or obtain a certain level of success already, and you're like, okay, Tina, I have reached the level. I wrote down, made it plain, all the different things and everything on my list, my vision board, I have accomplished. Now, what do I do? I cannot tell you how many times I do a brain dump, and I encourage all of you guys to do this, a brain dump of everything that you want to do, even down to the grandiose things. Write them all down and put them on a checklist, and just go through the list. I mean, you don't have to do it in order. I literally did that more than one time, and I completed my entire list. I don't know how many times. And the first time I completed the list, I was like, now what do I do now? My mentor was like, create another one. And so it's a consistent process of you writing the things down, making it plain, executing, completing them, and moving on to the next thing. Never get comfortable with your current level of success. Never get comfortable. You have, in order for you to have sustainable, consistent growth, you're going to have to be uncomfortable. Success is not something that is comfortable. Everybody want it, but no one want to be uncomfortable. But I'm here to tell you from experience, success is not what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be easy sailing, coasting, kicking your feet up once you hit those levels on a financial level, a spiritual level, a mental level, entrepreneurship level. I was like, yeah, once I reach this dollar amount, once I reach this particular thing, oh, it is easy like Sunday morning. Let me tell you something. Nope. It is not like that. It is very, very uncomfortable to sustain and maintain. It's something that you have to constantly work on every single day. And even though you reach that plateau in that particular level, like I had to learn, you need to challenge yourself to reach another level. So whatever your dollar amount, whatever accomplishments or whatever you want to have, honey, listen, you're going to have to keep on going. And it is very uncomfortable to the top. It is very uncomfortable. And it's a different type of air. And for those of you who know what I'm talking about, it's a different kind of air up here. And it is something that you're going to consistently have to work even harder. So if you're thinking this fantasy world that once you reach your level and check off everything on your to-do list or whatever the case may be, that it's going to be easy sailing, it's not. It's not. It just means that you have more responsibilities. It means that you have more things to do, more things to maintain, more things to be, to make sure that you're better at and grow. And that's facts. at the end of the day. I do not want you going into it like it's some type of fantasy, entrepreneurship, because it is hard work. And even having a podcast is hard work when you're doing it and you have a business. Now, people who are doing it for a hobby, that's a different situation. But if you're doing real business with your podcast, it's a job. And I'm gonna bring some amazing podcasters on, additional podcasters on my show, and I want us to have us a round table, because I don't want you guys going into things thinking the fantasy. I want you, before you jump in 10 toes deep, I want you to be totally prepared for the ups, downs, twists, and turns, the benefits, and also the things that you be like, I'm not doing this. But it is very rewarding, and that's why you have to work and be driven by purpose. Be driven by the assignment and understand your purpose. Because when you understand your purpose, even though it may be difficult at times, you still will push through. That's why I tell people, don't do anything in entrepreneurship if you don't like it. If you don't like it. Because it's not going to always be the way you think it's going to be. And you're going to have to push through even when you don't have all of the clients that you want, right? And so, because in the beginning, it's difficult to start out. I mean, I've been at it for a long time. That's why I have a loyal client base, and I'm grateful for that. But it took some time. It took time. And so on that note, you guys, for those of you who have mastered whatever it is that you do, and now your next thought is, how do I sustain this level of success? Well, I just gave you the 5 tips. Let me give it to you again. You need to commit to lifelong learning. You need to repeat until you get things right. Repetition is the key to build daily skills. You need to surround yourself with other people who are better than you, who master what you do. And you do not need to be afraid to bring people in the arena in your area of expertise that know more than you. Don't be afraid or intimidated by them. Bring them in. And then you need to be able to, true mastery of any one skill, the indicator is that you can teach it. If you can't teach what you say that you do, then you have not mastered it. So if you don't have a course, a book, going live, something where you're teaching people, coaching people, mentor people on the very thing that you say that you're excellent at, on the very thing that you say that that's your purpose, then guess what? If you're not doing that, then you have not mastered it. So then you need to work on mastering the art of teaching your skill on what you do, because we have to do that in order to build excellence. On that note, you guys, congratulations on the ones who have mastered their particular skill, their particular niche. And for those of you who haven't, we got you covered. Just download the CTR Media Network app today. Yes, download the app today. I'm going to make it super duper easy for you. You can scan the QR code on your screen. You can watch us on Roku TV, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, Android TV. Download us on your Apple, your iOS store on your phone, or your Google Play on Android devices. Yes. The app is absolutely free. And we have over 30 something shows, including some trainings and everything like that, which you can truly benefit from. We also have our course on how to start a podcast from scratch on our network for totally free. So if you have a desire to start your own show and you want to do it solo dolo, that's okay. Go ahead, get in where you fit in, because we put that out there for you to be able to benefit from it. As well as, if you're ready to take your podcast, TV show, or idea to the next level, reach out to us, because we have a couple more slots left for 2025, where we're letting people be a part of the CTR Media Network family, whether you do an audio podcast like I'm doing right now, or a video podcast like I also do. So I do both. I do a completely audio show as well as audio and video. Wherever it is that you want to do, we have trainings, we have support, we have community to help you win in this area of visibility with podcasts and TV streaming, and maximizing your visibility through social media and other forms of media. So Thank you so much for tuning in on today. You guys have a great, amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.
CTR Media Network is now accepting new podcasters to join our growing network that's reaching 350 million global listeners. Have you heard? CTR Media Network offers podcast production, podcast training, distribution, and product placement. Book us for your next event or schedule an interview with CTR Media Network podcasters today. To learn more, go to ctrmedianetwork.com.